I remember when I first found out I was pregnant, the feeling that I got, being scared and being nervous, but then being excited as well. It's a love that's unexplainable.
When I first became a young mom, I had a lot of trouble accessing resources. There was a lot of times where I found myself really struggling to pay rent or making choices of paying rent and providing my daughter with formula.
You really can't get anywhere without a degree. They want us to work. They don't want us to get all this governmental help, but they make it so hard to be able to even live and sustain here in Santa Clara County.
When Young Moms Thrive initiative is a county-funded program. The program is centering the needs of young moms. They're also making sure that the moms are at the front lines, doing the research, engaging with other young moms, sharing their experiences, and their stories are being told in an actionable way to create change. Even though I have childcare now, it was something that was a big issue for me at the very beginning. Even when you get a provider, you're not comfortable with your provider, or how can you trust someone with your child when your child doesn't speak? I've had to either miss opportunities at work or was removed from a site because I would be leaving too much to pick up my child. There was one time when I was late to pick up my daughter from school because I had missed the bus. My phone was dying as well. I got on the bus and I was able to make it there. They criticized me for being late. They told me that they were about to call CPS because my emergency contacts were not answering. It was out of my control and I missed the bus. What could I have done? Even when there are some resources out there, it's still not enough to meet the needs when you're a single parent.
You have to choose, okay, well, what's more important to me? Is my bills more important or is my education? I could be making minimum wage, but I won't be able to get governmental help if I'm working full time. I have to kind of pick and choose, but even making minimum wage here in Santa Clara County is not even enough to be living. You have to be making like $30 an hour, if not more, to be able to live comfortably, just pay bill by bill. I'm in that limbo of choosing, well, am I going to go back to school or am I going to look for a full-time job?
People always speaking about young mothers, and you rarely see people speaking about older mothers in that same way. It's always negative. It's rarely anything positive. When I found out that I was pregnant, I was 17 at the time, and I went to O'Connor, and I was pretty early in my pregnancy. When they did an ultrasound, they couldn't see the fetus. And so the nurse came back into the room and he told me, your baby might be dead. And he said it so casually. I remember him telling me, if Mother Nature says it's time to go, then it's time to go. There's nothing you can do about it. I remember being really young and scared. If I was a white woman in my 30s, would he have told me that way? That moment really affected me. It affected me that day. It affected me throughout my pregnancy.
When Young Moms Thrive is a county-funded pilot program. It focuses on 3 areas. 1, youth participatory action research. 2, policy and advocacy. And 3, cultural and narrative change.
It's a project about young mothers in Santa Clara County. It's led by young mothers in Santa Clara County. It makes it even more powerful, and our goal overall is to just start the conversation on what needs to change in our county when it comes to these young families. There's a lot of things that need fixing, right? Free access to childcare is one of the biggest ones.
Where they prioritize where their money is being sent. They say that they spend too much money on governmental help, which isn't even enough. They don't give us opportunity to get out of that sort of box that they're putting us in.
To be provided with a career and the support that I needed, it would look like a lot of job opportunities, fellowships, and internships, not with minimum wage pay, but something that I'm able to financially support my family.
If there was more opportunities, it would just create a really positive change.
Being that I'm a part of this initiative, I'm able to center my voice and center the voices of other young moms like myself. It's something that I wouldn't take away or trade for anything in the world.